Hello, welcome to another session of Vanity tries to decorate her London home. Actually, I did all I think I'm going to do with it, possibly. Only for now because I don't know what else I want to do yet. I do have like 93 land impact left to play with, so at some point I'll definitely add some more, but for right now I don't really have a use for this place. I just wanted it to be somewhat decorated, and you know, I've never actually done anything like this. I've never had a London home, so I've never decorated one, and I thought it would be kind of fun. So I put these two thingies, these lanterns out here, and they're from Botanical, as you can see because I'm hovering here. We have little particles like smoke coming out in the light, so I did like a darker wind light just so you could be able to see it a little better. And then part of my sniffle. And then you can, I'm already in there obviously, but the door opens and you can just go on right in there, and it takes a while for it to close, so I'm just gonna close it. And then we get inside, and I found my cherry blossoms that I was talking about last time. Let me go back to my regular wind light because anyway, I noticed that last time when I was on a certain wind light that it looked really dark, and I don't know why it does that, but I guess I have to mess with the settings some more. But this actually comes as a really tiny cherry blossom. It's from 22769. It's supposed to be a little decor piece to go on here, or with this rather. And I made them bigger, and you know what? The land impact stayed like at 1, I think. Yeah, they were like this size, maybe a little bigger. And I blew them both up, and they both stayed at 1, which is awesome. So we're just like a little something on the walls for now. So I did that, and then the rest of the set had this stuff. This is from Tarte, but the rest of the stuff here is also from 22769. I'm trying to be better at all this, but you know, it's a work in progress. I'm doing my best here. I turned on the bamboo lights, and the other one is over there by the bed, and the bed is from Soy, and this is my little Zen garden from Alouette. And my awesome friend Amy. I've not forgotten. And then I went to the same, this is the same RH House stuff from the gotcha from last time. But I actually ended up going to the store, and I got this, which I thought was really cute. It's like a little set. You can sit down and eat and everything. You can actually choose like what you want to put on here. And the little pillow things are copyable. So I only put 2 because I don't have any friends. So it would more than likely just be me sitting there, but you know, to make it seem like possibly somebody would come to. And then this was a little bit smaller. It's also from the gotcha, but it was a little bit smaller, and I made it a little bigger. And rezzed out some sushi. And then this was here last time, I do believe. controls real quick. This is a bamboo, which is a group gift from Chart. And then this is also from the Gotcha. So it should be in store now, I'm assuming. Hi, Silver. I knew I was gonna forget to keep looking up at the chat thing, and what can I say? I know myself too well. So I put up these lanterns, and those are not right. Creeping into the wall. I'll have to fix that, but I thought they were cute. They're from What Next? And I did a little bit up and then a little bit down to give them kind of like that cool little effect. And I think they're not lit, but they're also not scripted. Keep mainland script free. But they're pretty. They have cherry blossoms on them, and I thought that they looked cute over top of the bed, and then I just kind of took it against the whole back wall because I thought that was cute. And you know, this lantern is just sitting here in the middle of the floor. I have no idea what to do with it, but I think it's kind of cool, so for right now I'm really just gonna leave it there. And then there's this, which is not that but the cherry blossom in the bird cage, which I still think is pretty cool, and I want to find something to do with it. And then this little sushi piglet, which I'm hoping once I figure out what kind of seats I want to put in here, because I really have no idea. I started looking for like floor cushions and stuff, but like sort of puffy ones, or poofy, however you want to call it, that you could just sort of sink into, almost like a reminiscent of a beanbag chair, I guess, but just something that looks kind of soft and cushy to sit on the floor with. I could find nothing, honestly, so it was kind of a back to the drawing board situation, which is why I just decided to stop where I was and maybe revisit this once maybe some more things come out, because I looked all up and down that store and I actually bought a couple of things, and one of them I didn't put out because I don't know where to put it yet, but I actually think it's like a parasol, but it's a light. So I actually think I might put it over here because this area is pretty empty. Maybe like coming out of a corner or something. I'm not really sure yet, but I will do something with it. And then I put the green bamboo by the door. I think that was like that last time too. And there's the drum. That's something. But yeah, I'm hoping that once I figure out what kind of seating I want to get, I can find a table that looks cute with it, and then I think I want to put this guy on there with maybe like some tea sauces or something, make it look kind of cute and simple. I'm not going to get too crazy with this place because, like I said, I don't really have much of a use for it. I have a home globe above my store, and then I also have like another parcel. Is where I do most of my like bigger decor pictures, so that I have the space to res larger builds and not, you know, take away from my prims at my store. So I'm like, do I really need another place to go? I really don't. I actually have a friend that I told him that he's not much in SL anymore, but I told him if he ever comes back, he can do like the resing or logging in and out over here, so that at least somebody uses it. be ashamed to let it go to waste, especially since I'm trying my hardest to make it cute. But else, there's only one carpet in here too, which I'm hoping I can find another one. But when I did the oh, look at that, it's just like hovering. You'd think I never did decor in my whole life. Yeah, so this was the only one that I had, and I don't really have a second one to go with it, but I might come across something as far as a gotcha or a new gotcha, perhaps, if they do another set, or if somebody else does another set even. I'm thinking that would be pretty cool. And as for the seating, I'll probably put it somewhere along there, and then I don't quite know, other than the parasol, once I find it again, that I'll maybe put it in this area somewhere. But other than that, I'm kind of like a bit tapped out for ideas. So, but I had a rough night, and I figured I'd do something that makes me less bummed out. So I start rambling on this thing, and even if nobody's listening, it honestly just makes me feel better. Nervous, but better. Is that weird? That's incredibly weird, I feel. But I never claim to ever be normal, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, I actually, I have a neighbor. She came over to my door. I was AFK though, but she lives right there. And she role plays as a little Japanese girl, and you can kind of tell from her legacy name that that was not her original intention. But I suppose, you know, getting into Second Life and seeing it and what you could do in it, that's what she decided. And she was using little Japanese words on me, which I know a few, so luckily I knew that's what she was doing way after the fact, when she was already gone. I didn't actually get to talk to her, but that was cute. I thought she came to the door and like did the backslash thing. It was like knocks, and then because I was AFK, she just messaged me and said she thought that she'd say hi because we're neighbors. And she's, yeah, right next door, and amazingly updated. I mean, not like super updated, but you know, she's got like, I believe she's got like mesh hands and feet. She's got oh my god, this is where the nervous kicks in. Like, I forget words that I'm very familiar with. She had a kimono on. Thank you. And the sleeves were flexy, you know, so it was not a newer one, but it was still a nicer one, like not a super old one. And I believe her avatar was somewhere between 8 and 9 years old, so I thought that was pretty cool, you know. Even on mainland, some people update a little bit. And, you know, I never, you know, I don't have anything to say about people's avatars. You know, do with them what you want, because that's what I do with mine. If somebody has something to say about my avatar, I'm like, okay, well, I like it. You don't have to like it. So, same goes for other people. I don't have to like their avatar, they do. So, but I thought that was cute and pretty cool. So, my neighbor's got slink feet or something. And I would, well, I don't actually know if I'll ever run across her again, because I don't know if I'll ever run across her again, because I don't actually have plans to be here very much. But, oh, you're so good for my self-esteem, Silva, but no. I'm far from awesome. I'm kind of, anyway. But yeah, I think it's pretty cute, and even if I don't use it very much, I know it's here. And hey, if I ever have some wayward friend that needs like a place to stay for a couple weeks or whatever, I can just throw them in my Linden home and say, hey, be nice to my neighbor. Oh yeah, it is very much. I know a lot of people really like the whole aspect of you know, being super up to date and having the latest things and everything. But honestly, if I could just if I wasn't a blogger, I think I would just like, you know, the stuff that came out for what is it, standard sizing. A lot of that stuff was really well made, really cute, and I was like bummed to have to get rid of some of it because it just didn't fit my bodies once I upgraded. And I love the mesh bodies, like, don't get me wrong. And I also like very much that the clothing now is fitted to them, because I remember, I don't know if you know, remember the like the bootleg jeans that Maitreya came out with forever ago, but like everybody had them, and they were so nice and so well made, but they made my butt so flat and it just bummed me out. So, oh man, if she would just update those, I would just, I would love if she would update those to fit the body, because I actually have my tray shape that I like fairly well. But oh my goodness, it just made my butt so flat, and I was just like, oh, this is just sad times. And that was the one thing about standard sizing that I couldn't get over, is that if they didn't build in the butt to the clothing, then you just had like a flat little tushy. And I mean, you see me, I don't roll like that. So, but oh, there's those sweater shirts from, I think it was Trey Blah, possibly, and those jeans, and a lot of well, not a lot, because actually I found Blueberry kind of like later than everybody else, but oh man, I still had some stuff from back in the day, and oh, if it could still fit, I would still wear it. It's so hard. And a lot of Tia Rosenblum's old stuff, like from Auxiliary and stuff like before she started doing Foxes. Long skirts and cute jumpsuit like pant sets, and those jeans that everybody had, like the bell-bottom type joints. Yeah. But honestly, like once the curvier bodies came out, it was just kind of a wrap for me. I was too far gone. I needed them. I had to have it. It was like an itch, you know. And once the clothing came with them, I was just, that was it. I was never going back. But I stayed in a standard body for a long time. I got the Maitreya body right before the hourglass body came out, and then I was mad because I like the hourglass better. But I was like, nope, I'm wearing this because I spent however much the Maitreya body was, like 2 something, almost 3K. So I was like, nope, I'm gonna wear it. And then Bliss clothing, I don't think I have anything from there. Ooh. I always trip out when somebody tells me a brand and I've never heard of it. It happens every now and then, and I always am like, why don't I know about this? Like, my original avatar was from 2007, but I actually didn't start using it till like a year after I signed up, because my laptop at the time was just, it was a total no-go. I lagged hard, even on the lowest settings. I couldn't walk or anything. Yeah. So I started using it in 2008 and I started blogging in 2009, but I took so many breaks that everybody was like, you really didn't use your first avatar. My actual being on SL consistently was with this avatar, which is still older than you because I started this one in 2010. But it was just the funniest thing because everybody talks about oh, now I'm gonna forget, of course. What is that brand? It was they always talk about it and I had never ever heard of it. Oh man, I don't know. People mention it on Plurk and on Facebook and even in World. Every now and then somebody will be like, oh, I can't let go of my old stuff. I have it all packed up, and they'll mention this brand, and oh, for the life of me, I can't remember because I don't have anything from it. I never did. I never even knew about the store until it was long gone and somebody had mentioned it offhandedly on Plurk, and I was like, what the hell is that? Like, oh my god, you never had clothing from them? Their texturing was amazing. And oh, it was so long ago. Oh, why can't I remember? I'm gonna remember like in the middle of the night and I'm gonna be like, damn it. Because that's how my brain works. But it's like that type of thing, like, oh, it was so big and I never heard of it. I'm like, you know what? Until I made Vanity, I was a horrible Second Lifer. I didn't know anything. I couldn't do a thing. I spent the first 2 months of logging on to Second Life for like 10 minutes and I was stuck in between a wall and a tree on Orientation Island. I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't jump over the tree. I didn't know how to walk. I was a mess. It was absolutely horrible. And I met I have a little boy. He's 7. I met his father on Second Life. That might make a good video. Tell that little story because that's actually kind of funny. I mean, we're not together anymore. My son is like 7, but the way that we met was kind of hilarious. I might have to do a story about that one day. It's the most stupid story ever, but it makes me laugh every time. But yeah, I was a hot mess. My first avatar was I don't want to say it was like it wasn't even like a trial run for this one. I still felt like I was learning everything when I made Vanity. But I was learning everything with at least like a basis of understanding how Second Life works. So that was a horrible noob though. I was like one of those people that was on the edge of never coming back because I was just like, I can't move. I'm stuck in this wall. This tree won't let me go and I don't know how to walk out of here. So I was just one of those, like, I'm just gonna sew it up and leave. But I didn't, and yeah, you know, you can either be glad or not glad that you didn't, but for the most part I'm pretty glad. There were some cool people in Second Life, and you know, getting to meet them and all of that is really cool. You just have no idea all the awesome people that are out there in the world, and sometimes this is the only way, or the only sort of way, that you can have them in your life a little bit. And it's still awesome to get to meet people even if you'll never actually meet them. And yeah, my ex was one of those people. I met him on SL and we were friends, and then we met in real life and made a baby. That's not even the funniest part of the story, but yeah. This Linden home turned into like a confessional. I wouldn't have to drag people in here and record them telling their life stories to me. I hope I do find some kind of seating apparatus for here, but yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think it's pretty cute, and I think I'm pretty done. I really like those lanterns. I think if I just did like, if I just stayed like right here-ish, then it all looks really pretty. It's kind of cathartic, I'm telling you. This is kind of like therapy for me because I don't really talk. I don't talk to people, and you know, it's just me and my kids. So it's not like I sit down there with a 7-year-old and tell them my life story and all my troubles and things. But yeah, finding these videos to be kind of interesting to see how that goes, but it's kind of cool, you know. You're just doing your random thing in Second Life and just rambling, and you never know what kind of conversation is going to come out. I had to go back and like, I'm still not done, but I have to like go back and subscribe to everybody and then put on the notifications because I miss everything. Like so many more people are doing live streams, and I love watching those. Like even if I'm not on Second Life, the thing will pop up on my phone, and then I'll just like walk over to my laptop and open up YouTube and see who's doing what. And I think that's really cute, and I think the interview things are really cute as well. You see what kind of things people are interested in, you know. You never know what kind of questions you'll be asked, and it's kind of funny sometimes to see what people are curious about. Did you know what? Like the internet exploded yesterday, and I had completely forgot that Game of Thrones started again because I still haven't even started season 6. Like way behind. And I told my best friend, he encouraged me to start watching Game of Thrones last year, but they were all watching the TV. Yeah, eventually. It's just I watched season 5 last summer, or whenever. It was right before season 6 was over on television. And, oh my god, I just get like every time, did you watch season 6 yet? Have you started season 6 yet? Like, no, I haven't. Everything went downhill when they got rid of, what is his name? My god, what is with my memory today? Jason Momoa, him. That's what I said to him. I said everything went downhill when they got rid of him. And he's just like, oh, so you'll only watch if there's pretty boys on the show. Maybe, don't judge. Something's got to keep my attention. But yeah, the stories are pretty cool, so I did keep watching, even though, I mean, he was only in season 1 and I at least made it to the end of season 5, so I'm not doing too bad. But I have to figure out when to watch the season 6, so it'll be the end of season 7. I'll just be finishing 6. Works out for me because then I can watch all of the episodes at once. And yeah, I know that people were doing a I wasn't in it obviously, but people were doing like a rabbit room and all watching Game of Thrones together, and then like kind of chatting about it in the group, in the room, and on Discord or Plurk. I do not get on Plurk during Game of Thrones because people are crazy. But I actually haven't been on Plurk for like a few weeks there since I was moving and stuff. I'm just like really not fully back into the whole swing of things, which is why I'm rambling on video right now. Oh, you should add, oh, you have her, don't you? You have Alice. She usually does a rabbit room unless somebody else did it this time. But even if she's not doing one, she'll know what the link is. And yeah, she's always lurking around on Plurk to rant about Game of Thrones on Sunday nights. So she's a good one to look out for on Sundays when Game of Thrones is on. And she used to do, last year she did like a rabbit link, and then she would do like a whole Plurk dedicated to the Game of Thrones that people who couldn't watch or didn't want spoilers could just mute, so that everybody was all in one Plurk. Oh, Rachel. She's like a baby pit bull. They look kind of mean, but they're totally harmless. I've known her, oh, when did I meet that basket case? I want to say it was like 2011 or 12. It's been a bit. Pre-mesh everything. I met her right before Harlow did her very first Pixel Prom. So whenever that was the same year that I met her. It was a few months before that, I believe. So I think it was 2011, but it could have been 12. I'm not really sure which one, but it was one of those two. Usually I'm very good with remembering that kind of stuff, but my mind is everywhere lately, so I can't nail that down. But yeah, I've known her a long time, which is maybe why she's not intimidating to me, is because I know her too well. But she was never intimidating to me. She was kind of just silly and goofy, same as May. Yeah, it's not so much people, especially one-on-one, but it's not so much people that make me nervous. It's actually groups of people. I get really quiet and I don't want to talk, especially like this. Like, I'm pretty sure I aggravated the heck out of Trouble for like 2 weeks leading up to that presentation that I did for BVN, because I was just like, I don't really know why you guys asked me to do this, but I don't really talk in front of people. And it's the middle of the day, so it's not like I can be drunk and do it or anything like that. Like, I'm not gonna be that person. And I don't drink anyway. That was just like a little side joke that I did. I don't actually get drunk because I don't drink. But oh no, I was happy that there were actual questions for me to answer, because I really just thought that nobody was gonna come and I was just gonna be talking to myself and and I was happy, you know, that there was like, you know, an actual conversation going on. It was cool. I mean, I was even shaking once it was over, but that's like when I started to calm down. But oh man, I was shitting bricks. Not a game. I'm just not very good with public speaking. And my friend was like, but you're just in your room talking to yourself. I said, I know, but I see their avatars like all out there. He was like, well, do you render everybody? I said, well, that's not going to stop them talking in local, and I still know they're there. And even though they're not there, they're there. And I know that they're listening to me. And oh my God, that just made me so nervous. Like, I didn't want to mess up, and then I kept forgetting words. And it was just ridiculous. My brain. What are you going to do? But I was grateful. I was grateful that you had questions, and that everybody kind of chimed in and asked a thing or two here. Like, it made it easier to talk when somebody was giving you something to talk about. It was cool. Yeah, I mean, doing the vlogs is much easier because it is just usually, I mean, unless I'm live, it is just usually me by myself. And that's easier because I know, you know, whether or not somebody listens to it later. I recorded it by myself and it was a little easier to deal with. But, yeah. I figured if I did the live thing and kind of tried to get used to it, but yeah, just like anything else, I guess it's a work in progress, but that was just like a whole other beast. That's for people far more confident in their vocal skills than I am. And I said to tell that I was concentrating so hard on trying to like subdue my accent so that people could understand me really well, and I didn't sound too like hood or whatever. And she started laughing at me, and she's like, well, whatever, just talk the way that you talk. And I was like, well, I'm trying to sound like, I don't know, like professional or whatever. And I was trying so hard to remember that in the back of my head that I kept forgetting what I wanted to say because I was just like, don't talk like that, don't talk like that. I'm just a mess, honestly. I don't know if I've subscribed to you yet. Do you know if I have? If I haven't, I'm gonna, when I go back to YouTube, I'll go ahead and do that. I try to like subscribe to everybody that subscribed to me, but I'm pretty sure I missed some people. Cause they just like, even if you put like the setting that for you to be notified, they don't always come through. So I know I've missed a few here and there, but I only just subscribed back to Strawberry like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, shh, my bad. Don't delete me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that. It's not like Flickr. Like Flickr has that thing where you just press it and see everybody that's added you, and you can literally just like click down the line. I have to figure out all of this YouTube stuff. I think most of the vloggers on Second Life are a little bit more well established, which I'm cool with. You know, I only just started it in May, so, and then I had like an almost month break because I had to move, so. Thanks. I definitely always want to ask for help. Cassie says the same thing, and then I'm just like, oh my god, no. Cassie is forever doing like everything. I can't ask her anything. Oh, did you? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know what made me start then, because then I did like a video, just like random. I went to, what is that called? Synced? I think it's called Synced, that dance store. And I got like some dances, and I was like, oh, well, I want to try and do this. So I watched Barry's video on how to set up OBS and did it finally. And so I took a video to see how well it looked and if I could do it. And it came out alright. It was a little dark. And I'm slowly getting better at that. But apparently my settings still aren't that great, because every single time I have my wind lights on, my videos look super dark, even if I'm not in a dark wind light. Which is annoying. But I'll figure that out. And so I did like to dance with the song in the background, and I was like, you know what, this is fun. I'll do some other stuff. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it. The unboxings they're okay, but I feel like I Photoshop. I edit with Photoshop. Oh, I did this tutorial. Let me tell you about that. I did this tutorial to see if I could lighten up my video in Photoshop. And I'm pretty sure I broke the video. So I was like, huh, let's not do that. So then I had to undo everything that I had done just so that I could have the video. So I could make sure that I had a video to upload. And I was just like, well, what I've gotten the best at is setting where my video should start and end, and then everything else in between, like putting in cuts, and oh, I can add audio, because initially I was recording audio separately. Not initially, but in the middle-ish. I was recording on my phone because my headset was sounding crazy and annoying. So the clearer ones are because I was recording it on my phone and then saving it on my laptop and then adding it in Photoshop. And I was just like, this is too much work for a lazy blogger, so I had to figure something else out, and I ended up getting this microphone, which was a suggestion of Apple's, actually. She's good with microphones, and it sounds so much better, and I'm really happy about it. So now I sound all clear and ramble at everybody. Good times. It's after 1. I didn't actually expect to be talking this long. I thought it'd be all wrapped up by like 12:30. No, it's cool. I'm actually glad I had somebody to talk to. Otherwise, I'd just been, you know, sitting here talking to my lanterns. No sorry, no sorry. I appreciate you coming by. Actually, you always seem to pop up when people go on live, and I love that. You're always watching the live feeds, and I think that's cool. I try to catch as many as I can, but honestly, like, half of my life I spent chasing after my kids, so I can't just like sit down and watch. I think I caught some of the dating show that Cass did today earlier, but I always catch the end. I never watch the whole thing, so I have to like go back and watch it tonight probably, or maybe tomorrow once I get to bed, which should be soon because it's almost 1. It's gonna be, well, yeah, it's after 1, so. I thought that was funny. Dell. I was about to type, hey, she's already got a boyfriend, but then it said friendship of edition, and I was like, man, I miss a lot when I don't get the, when I don't watch the whole thing, when I don't catch the beginning. I'm always coming in the middle, like last week, and that crazy guy, and I was just like, oh my god. Apparently he was joking, but I thought he was being serious. I was like, hey, I can't assume anything. I've met people in SL like that. And all I literally came to do was to go to the Apple Fall sale, which I did go, and I did buy some things, and those prices make you so happy. But yeah, time to wrap it up, I think. Oh, well, thank you for coming and keeping me company, and for doing it for the last one as well. You're so adorable with your cheering everybody on. It's awesome and totally appreciated. Yes, that sale. Honestly, I was buying everything that I've ever thought was cute and didn't have yet. I think I got like 3 builds, and a bunch of little knick-knack things, and 2 chairs and a couch, and it was insanity. And I was just like, 75 sold, 50 sold, 25. It was incredible. I was just like, oh man, this guy really knows how to throw a sale. Honestly, I de-rendered everybody on the sim and went nuts. I have no idea how much I got. I don't think I got that much though, but I also only got through one side of his sim, so I might have to go back and check the other side as well. So yeah, it's incredible, and I was just like, this is just not the time with all these gotcha things going on and madness. But I couldn't help it. I had to have it. His texturing is just like so incredible. I wanted everything that I had never gotten in the past. Yes, these creators love to have us all in that broke life. I gotta eventually res all that stuff out and open it and just sit there amongst my goodies, making what, snow angels, or platform angels. Covered in apple fall things. I was like shocked when I saw the flyer on Flickr, but I was like, yep, I have to log in because I have to see what I can get. And yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I think you outdid me, I'm pretty sure, but I still have the whole other part of the sim to get through, so I might catch up a little bit. And I haven't even gone to Epiphany yet, so that'll probably be next. But yeah, you're already in bed, so let me just I'll go ahead and call it a night. And thank you again for coming and keeping me company and checking out my rando little Linden home. Cool. Good night, Silver. And hope you guys enjoyed the Linden home tour and all of the decorations in it. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.